In this tutorial, I'm going to introduce you to a new feature in Tally 2, and that's hotspots. To get started, I'm going to go ahead and go to Content, Create, and go down here and open up a new version of Tally version 2. We're going to click on it, and then we're going to go ahead and click Start. I'm going to call this Hotspots. First thing I want to do is create an image map. So I'm going to go click to add content. By default, a slide is going to be selected. I'm going to go down here in the drop-down menu next to type and choose image map. I'm going to be prompted to upload an image, but to do this, I'm going to go ahead and ask a question here. And my question simply is, click on the map where you live. And of course, this can be any example, but I'm going to use a map of the US to get started. As the image loads here, the intent of this particular question is really the opening slide to really get people kind of an icebreaker and get people comfortable with using their audience response pads, since there really is no wrong answer as long as they make a selection. Once the upload is complete, click OK. And there's our map. Now, in this example, I'm not going to use any hotspots whatsoever. There is no right or wrong answer. As long as the participant makes a selection anywhere on the image, they will get 100 points. Now, one thing I want to do is go up to Settings, and for this particular one, I want to show the participants' names for pins on image map. And I'm going to turn it on. Now I'm all set to go. So I'm going to go ahead up to Publish and publish this. Start my session. And what I'm going to do is off screen here, which I'll bring in a second, I'm going to enter a URL for BravoZone and enter this ID code to show you what it looks like from a participant standpoint. Now you can have obviously as many participants in this session as you want, but I'm just going to use one to get started. So here's our question. Click on the map where you live. So the participant's going to see something like this on their smart device, or in this case, it's going to be on a browser. And I'm going to click on here on the lovely state of Minnesota. One thing you need to do as the instructor, you can do it verbally or actually put it in the question, is remind them to submit after they make a selection. And I'm going to go ahead now, advance this, and you'll see here on the map the selection of the audience. So if I had 20 participants, you should see 20 circles. Let's go back to content. I'm going to go up here, click on the map. I'm going to change the question to pick the largest state in the US. Texas is definitely not the answer, but Alaska is. And I want to make sure I select where the name is. Hotspots are just a square. So in a lot of the states here are not square. Make sure you at least select the name. Now, I can have as many hotspots as I want in this. I'm just going to go use one for this example. But if I wanted to say, choose the 2 largest states in the United States, then I'd want to go ahead and select Texas. And since Texas is really this awkward shape, I'm just going to make sure I get the name there. And I'd be very specific in my question. Click on the name of the 2 largest states. But if I want to just go ahead and just have pick the largest state, then I would just go ahead and leave one hotspot. When the users play, if they click anywhere other than the hotspot, they will get it wrong. I'm going to click Save. I'm going to go up to Publish. I'm going to unpublish. Unpublish is like read only. It won't allow you to make changes. I'm going to publish it again. And I'm going to hit play. And it's going to try to open up the previous session because I didn't really complete it. That's kind of a safeguard with the BravoZone. And now we got a new session going. I'm going to enter a code and start over here on my browser. We're all set. So here's the question. I'm going to bring in my BravoZone browser, and I'm going to click on Alaska. And make sure you remind them to submit their answer after making the selection. And I'm going to advance. Perfect. I'm going to go ahead and redo the question. Bring this back in here. I'm going to pick the wrong answer. I'm going to choose Texas. Submit. And again, I have the name turned on. I can certainly turn that off here so I don't embarrass anybody. So you go back to settings and turn that feature off. And you see it'll mark it on the instructor view as wrong. So you can see the wrong answers up there. And it also tells the participant they got it wrong. So again, I could have 2 or 3 or 4 hotspots here. But again, each hotspot has to be selected by the participant to get the question correct. And by the way, if you only have 1 hotspot or 2 hotspots, they can only make that many selections. So if I only have 1 hotspot, I can only make 1 selection as a participant. Well, that's it. Any questions, feel free to contact us. Until the next time, hope you always find unique ways to make your next presentation more engaging. Take care.